So do you remember that £33.6 million transfer budget we had? Yeah, we haven't got it anymore. The club have taken it away from me as our finances continue to crumble. Welcome to episode 14 of The Unemployed Journeyman, at the moment with AS Monaco before we go bust. Okay, so let's start with the finances, and as you can see, our overall balance is currently £23.1 million in the red. To put that into some perspective, a couple of months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago in game, our overall balance was like 8.6 million in the red. We are hemorrhaging money. Our transfer budget that we did have 33.6 million to spend has now been reduced to 553 million. I'll put a screenshot on screen round about now of the email I got saying that the board were taking my transfer budget away from me. So importantly for us, we're underspent on our wage budget, so that is all looking really rather nice at the moment. But yeah, this season alone, and bear in mind the season started in August, so it's been 3 months, and we've lost nearly £100 million. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I don't even know where that 30 million went. It's not like it went into our bank balance. I'm assuming it went in to pay some sort of debt off or something. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we look at income, I can't see anything on there where it's saying we had that. It's not going to be classed as expenditure, I wouldn't have thought. I don't know where to find that 30 million. It's just a mystery. Right, let's get to the schedule and try and cheer ourselves up a little bit, I suppose. So the last time he was with us was from Borussia Mönchengladbach again and Toulouse. Now, this has been a really weird and tough few games that we played off camera. In the last episode, we were scoring goals for fun. 8 goals scored, 3 goals conceded. We were scoring goals for fun, like I say, and defensively we were looking a bit iffy, really, conceding 2 against Mönchengladbach, 1 against Toulouse. Then we played against Troyes, and 3-0 hides a lot, because if we have a look at the stats, we did play a pretty much fully rotated side in this game, with the exception of Antoine Marie in goal and Levi up top. The rest of it was full rotation. Enrique and Sardella out wide in the fullback positions, Aduls and Vandenberg in the centre of defence. Last season's central midfielder Fofana, Musa and Puxtas. Navarro and Gutierrez making his debut. Gutierrez, our 17-year-old that we had come through our youth intake. He's not classed as a wonder kid. He does have 4.5 star potential. I did say I wanted to give him a few games this season, and he has played twice since you were last here. 1 start, 1 sub appearance. 7.20 rating over the 2 games. Pretty happy with that. And as you can see here, he got that 7.20 here. The other game he came on, he didn't get a rating. He's only on for about the last 5-10 minutes. And yeah, you look at the stats, 6 shots on target, 13 shots at goal, 9 corners, 90% pass completion, 67% possession. We dominated this game, completely and utterly dominated it. It took until the 45th plus 1 minute for Yunus Musa to give us a goal with Puxtas. Then the second goal was actually Erez Levi. He had a shot that hit the post, that come back off the post and hit Suarez and went in as an own goal. And then Levi actually getting his goal in the 81st minute with a Puxtas assist. Puxtas having a very good game, man of the match in that one. But yeah, 3-0. I can't really complain because we did score 3 goals. We kept a clean sheet and we got 3 points. Lovely stuff. But I just felt we should have scored more. And that has been the case over the course of the next 4 games, because we then played Reims at home. 23 shots at goal compared to their 3. They didn't have a single shot on target. We had 8. An XG of 2.14 compared to their 0.23. 12 corners. They committed 21 fouls. Pass completion of 88% compared to that 82. Possession 61%. We absolutely dominated this game, and it was Yunus Musa coming off the bench to score from an Espinosa assist to give us a 1-0 win. We really should have scored more. Then came the game against FC Nantes. And again, this is a very similar story. 16 shots at goal compared to their 2. An XG of 2.11 compared to their 0.05. 11 corners, 51% possession. Pass completion was the same. again, it was another game we absolutely dominated. We went 1-0 up through Rostignoli with a Espinosa assist on the 38th minute. But then they had Nichols sent off on the 40th minute. Sivertson had a goal disallowed. This ended up being an hour with them being down to 10 men, and we still couldn't find the back of the net. Really, really poor. Then we lost against Galatasaray. I'm not surprised, to be honest, because again, we continue. I mean, looking at the stats, we dominated the possession, much better pass completion, much better XG, more shots on target, double the amount of shots on goal. And Levi with what I think is now his 6th goal of the season that's been disallowed. And then they went 1-0 up for Yusuf Demir, and we had no answer to it. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And I don't understand why we've suddenly just not been able to make the most of our attacking intent. Then we played against FC Lorient, a better performance. It took until the 65th minute to get the goal. Erez Levi getting it. Chao Enrique coming off the bench to get a goal as well. His first goal of the season with Rostignoli assist. Carnevali assisted Levi. Again, 8 shots on target, 13 shots at goal. A better XG as well. They had an awful lot of corners. It seemed like most of the highlights were them having a corner. 62% possession. Again, we dominated. At least we won the game. Shame it took so late to actually get the 2 goals that we got. But we got there in the end. So that brings us on to today's episode where we play Strasbourg at home in the league. Strasbourg, very decent. They're 7th in the league. They're having a pretty good season by their standards. And then we've got Brighton in the UEFA Champions League phase. And a Brighton team, of course, that beat us in the Europa League semi-final last season. If we look at the Champions League, we are just about in the automatic qualification spots. If we manage to finish in the top 8, I will be absolutely delighted. I'm not expecting it. I was expecting us to finish in the lower part of here, from sort of like 15th downwards sort of thing. But we are doing pretty decently. We've lost the one game, which was against Galatasaray, a very disappointing game to lose. We have beaten Mönchengladbach and Atletico Madrid. If we look at our fixtures, other than Brighton today, we've then got Juventus and Barcelona as the next 2 games. So a win here, if we want to get qualification, automatically is pretty much essential to today, because away to Juventus and at home to Barcelona, I'm not expecting a great deal from that. Villarreal are actually 3rd in the group as well, so they're having a very decent season. So it really puts a lot of importance on the games against Brighton and AIK. AIK 35th out of 36 teams. That should be a win. Brighton are currently 26th. With us having home advantage, we would like to think we can win that game as well. Right, there's not really anything else to bring you. We'll show you the dynamics. Team cohesion is good. Club atmosphere is very good. Managerial support is very good as well. We already know how absolutely horrific the finances are at the moment. So I think it's time we move over to the Matchday Centre for the first game of today's episode against Strasbourg. Matchday time, here we go. So this is the team we're going to go with for the game against Strasbourg. Marie in goal, Carnevali left back, Espinosa right back, Barashina and Esteve in the centre of defence, Santos, Chukwuemeka and Dewey in the centre of midfield, Rostignoli, Sivertson out wide with Levi up top. Our first 11 pretty much does pick itself. I am on the verge of starting Stéphane Rousseau instead of Sivertson. Sivertson, if we can have a look at his form, he's not been great. 6.4, 6.7, 6.7. 7.1. Then there was the game where I done full rotation. 6.8. I mean, basically, in all of these games, there's only 2 games where he's actually been good. So I am very much considering changing things up a little bit. We have to go all the way back to the game against Saint Etienne for the last time Sivertson got a goal. He hasn't had an assist in his last 5 games either. He's not been great, I have to admit. So there is a consideration there. And if he doesn't impress me today, I may well make that change for the game against Brighton. But let's get into this one against Strasbourg. Like I say, they're 7th in the table. I forgot to show the table before we got into the game. But I'll show you as soon as the game starts. There's our form. 4 wins and a defeat in our last 5 games. If we have a look at Strasbourg as well, when they show up, 2 defeats and a draw as well as 2 wins in their last 5. So they've not been fantastic recently, but they are 7th in the table. They're 3 points away from getting into the European places. We are, well, it says we're currently top. We was second. Nice were top. We're level on points with Nice, but Nice do have a game in hand. Nice, by the way, let's kick start for the game. Nice have played 11, won 11. And I think they even beat Man City recently in the Champions League as well. They are really absolutely on fire at the moment. And I don't know who's going to stop them, to be quite honest. But I'm doing a lot of talking about Nice because we're 20 minutes into the game. There's not been a single shot or goal by anybody. And no highlights. So we've just had our first shot at goal. It's taken 26 minutes to do so. They've had a couple of yellow cards. They're playing a basic 4-4-2 formation. Here we have a highlight though. First one of the game. Rustignoli puts the ball in the box and it's in from Sivertson. Well, I did say that I needed him to get on the score sheet and Sivertson has done it. A goal from a throw-in, really. Good cross from Rustignoli. He's our top assist maker as well so far this season. I think he's only got about 6. Here's Chukwuemeka and it's gone just wide. Okay, so we're starting to look a little bit better now. We've got our goal. We're dominating the game, 68% possession, and it's half time. Let's go out there and let's try and get that second goal because 1-0 is always a bit of a nervy situation to be in. But like I say, we have absolutely dominated that first half. If Strasbourg can't get themselves back into this game, then it will be a very, very perfect performance for us. But like I say, I'd like to see us score some goals. It's nice to get that one early doors. Here's Sivertson now into the box. Still Sivertson. And Sivertson has made it 2-0. Levi has got an assist for that. But let's be fair, that was all down to Sivertson. He's run into the box, then took the shot, had the confidence to do so. Very nice stuff. 2-0 up. They've had a player go off injured as well. We're going to make a substitution. Let's have a look at who's not playing. Carnevale's not having the greatest of games. I mean, to be fair, no one's playing badly. They're all playing okay. So what I think we'll do is, I think Sardella can come on for Espinosa actually, just to give Espinosa a bit of time out. And do I want to bring Russo on? No. I think what we might do is we might take Santos off and bring Musa on instead. 25 minutes to go. 2-0 up. The highlight starts with a goal kick for Strasbourg, but we win the ball back. Here's Sivertson again. Sardella then loses it, but we win it back again. Dewey's got it, goes back to Barashina. Is he going to go out wide? He does to Carnevale. Carnevale runs down the left-hand side, gives it to Rustignoli, to Chukwuemeka, who comes into the centre. Oh, and Chukwuemeka with another shot has gone just over the bar. And another goal kick from Strasbourg. They do like to do their long kicks, but they quite often end up giving the ball straight back to us. But we've now given it to them. They can try and build an attack. This would make a nervy last 20-odd minutes. If they get a goal here, surely that's offside. The referee does eventually raise his flag, or the linesman rather, does eventually raise his flag to say, yes, Damo, that was offside, you are right. Right, let's have a look. So I think what we're going to do is Puxtus can come on for, I think, Chukwuemeka in this instance, and Vandenberg can come on for Esteve. I am kind of starting to think as well that I might need to start leaving Erez Levi out a little bit sometimes if we don't need him in a game, or substitute him, because the fact that he's our only out-and-out striker, I do tend to just leave him on the pitch. Right, Navarro can come on for Levi. Rustignoli can move up top. Rustignoli and Sivertson, both of them can play up top to a very good standard. So maybe it's an idea that I do give them the opportunity to do so, and because at the end I don't want to ruin Erez Levi. But here's Rustignoli to Sivertson. He rides the tackle. Dewey, and Desiree Dewey has got the third goal of the game. It's 3-0. It's a comfortable win. And I'll tell you what, this is the best we've looked for a little while, to be honest. They've decided to turn it on for you guys here today. And hopefully we can look like this against Brighton as well. Nice work, everyone. That was good. We've picked up the 3 points. One other thing I do want to show you as well. We are currently top of the table, 3 points clear of Nice, but Nice do have 2 games in hand over us, so that's not going to stay like that for very long, let's be honest. One thing I do want to show you is Erez Levi. If you remember last time, all his arrows were going down. We've offered him a new contract. He's accepted it, £66,000 a week. And now we also see that his performance in training is going up. Heading, for example, which recently was green on 11, has now gone up to 12. And I like to see that. I like to see that we've got the arrows going in the right places again now. And yeah, for Israel as well, 11 caps, 4 goals, by the way. Right, let's move over to the Matchday Centre again as we go for the second game of today's episode in the Champions League against Brighton. Okay, so it's probably not going to surprise you to learn that we are unchanged for the team that takes on Brighton in the Champions League. Marie in goal, Carnevale left back, Espinosa right back, Barashina, Esteve in the middle, Santos, Chukwuemeka and Dewey in the midfield, Rustignoli on the left, Sivertson on the right and Levi up top. If we have a look at our team as well, by the way, we are completely injury free at the moment, and that is a lovely position to be in. I've not, to be honest, touch wood, I've not really noticed injuries this season with Monaco. I don't want to curse myself, but yeah, it's actually been pretty nice. Right, let's go and put a show on out there for the supporters as we take on Monaco. We want revenge here as well, or I do anyway, because I feel hard done by losing to Brighton in the Europa League, and a win here would really put us in a great position in terms of the group. And like I said earlier, with the fact we've got Juventus and Barcelona and Villarreal in 3 of our final 4 Champions League games, we do need to make sure we make the most of these earlier games. Right, here's Levi's put Dewey through. Oh my word, how has he missed? I mean, to be fair, I think it was actually a save from the goalkeeper. Right, Sivertson with the corner on this left-hand side. Puts the ball into the box. Barashina sort of loops the header up for Lucas Perry, their goalkeeper, to collect. I've had Lucas Perry in a previous save on Football Manager. Oh, we've scored from the corner. Dewey has scored. I was kind of just talking rubbish, really, because we don't score from corners, but we've just got one. Desiree Dewey. Well done, son. 1-0. Carnevale now with a free kick over on the right-hand side. Puts the ball towards the back post. It's headed back across. Carnevale to Rustignoli. It's another one. It's an own goal. Evan Ndika with the own goal. I'd have preferred Rustignoli to have been given it, but I don't care. It's 2-0 on the night after 26 minutes. Brighton are yet to get a shot at goal, and we are already 2-0 up. And looking at that table, other teams have still got to play, but we're currently, I think, 4th in that table. That is looking really rather nice. Right, they've gone with a long ball, which isn't really the Brighton way as we know it. Here's Dewey to Chukwuemeka to Erez Levi. What a goal! I think he is actually offside. I can't really complain at this one because I do actually think he was offside, and it is disallowed. Goal number 7 disallowed for Erez Levi this season. I might need to see if there's something we can do in training that helps him keep on side, discuss a new trait with him or whatever it is, because 7 goals this season have been disallowed for being offside. That's not great, let's be honest. So here we are. Next highlight. Barashina receives a ball from Santos. That was a poor pass, and Nunes has got it back for them. They can come forward. This could be dangerous. Estupinian, and it's a goal. It's 2-1. Really didn't want to concede a goal that early, and that was poor from us because that was a goal from a mistake by us. We just gave the ball away. 1 shot at goal, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. Oh, I hate FM when it does that. It really does annoy me. Rustignoli's not having the greatest of games either. He's on a 6.5, even though it was his shot that led to a goal. Let's have a look at who we can bring on. And might actually bring Cordoba on. He's kind of been forgotten about this season. So let's bring him in on the left-hand side. Might have to see if we can start using him a bit more. Probably put him in the team ahead of Navarro. But to be honest, I had kind of forgotten about him. Right, Espinosa is not having a great game and he's looking pretty tired. He might have picked up an injury, actually. Which sounds about right considering what I said about us not getting many injuries. But Antoine Marie coming out of a great claim there, really commanding his box, gives it to Baracchino. Can we build an attack? I'd like us to get a third goal. So I don't want this to be a nervy finish, and I don't want to drop the points. To be 2-0 up in pretty convincing fashion at the end of that first half. But here's Carnevale to Chukwuemeka. He gives it to Dewey. Great ball to Levi. Turns it. Oh my dear Lord. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about when I'm saying about some of the chances we're just wasting. Right, let's have another look at substitute. I think we're going to bring Rousseau on for Sivertson because he's looking tired. I don't really want him to get injured. And I think Enrique can come on for Carnevale. Does mean we've changed both our centre backs, both our full backs, wing backs. That's the one. Right. Here's the next highlight. It's a free kick. Cordoba. Oh my word! Cordoba scores. Second goal of the season. He's barely played this season. He's got 2 goals. We've brought him on as a substitute to make a difference for us, and he has made a difference. We win the ball back there as well. Here's Levi. Dewey to Chukwuemeka, out to Enrique. We switch play really nicely there. Here's Cordoba again. Pulls it back for Enrique to Chukwuemeka. Oh, Chukwuemeka went for a delicate little chip and very nearly pulled it off as well. Right, we're going to make a final substitution. I think we're going to take Dewey off and bring on Musa. We have got a few players looking quite tired as well. It's 3-1. It's been a great episode. 2 wins from 2 games, including winning in the Champions League. I was saying this, I thought the game was over, but there's enough room for one more highlight. Here's Enrique, gives it to Cordoba, pulls it back for Musa, and Yunus Musa scores his 3rd of the season. Cordoba, what a performance. What a game he's having. He's come on as a substitute for Rossignoli, a goal and an assist with an average rating of, or a game rating of 8.2. What a performance he's had. So, yeah, very pleased with that. That was a really good game. Cordoba, Musa, Enrique, Cordoba, lovely stuff. I'm a fan of that kind of performance against Brighton. Why couldn't we have done that in the Europa League last season? It might be because we've got a much better team now. But there we are. We're 3rd in the league as things stand at the moment. There are other teams that still have to play but we are looking in a really good position. We've got Juventus next. Looking at it, actually, where are Juventus? Oh my word, Juventus are in 30th position. They've still got to play this game week, but only 1 point on the board from their first 3 games. Then we've got Barcelona, who Barcelona are 20th. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 defeat by the looks of it. They've still got a game to play as well. Villarreal are up here. They're in 7th. And then obviously we've got AIK, who are currently 35th. So that has been a terrific episode. It really has. Sivertson is out to 5 to 8 days. A bit of a blow. Espinosa's out for 3 to 5 days. Levi has got fitness concerns. Now, I did just say that we need to be being a bit more careful with him. Nahul Cordoba's come on as a substitute and picked up the Man of the Match award. Fair play to him. And next game is in 3 days. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the squad screen and swap Espinosa with Sardella, Sivertson with Russo. What we'll also do as well is bring Cordoba up for Navarro. Then highlight our first starting 11. Give them 2 days rest. And yeah, that has been a really good, fun episode. 2 wins, 7 goals scored, 1 conceded. Forget what I said about us not scoring goals because you guys are watching and they seem to like scoring goals for you. Right, the next time you're going to see me, we're going to play through to Lyon and Barcelona. It might be Barcelona and Marseille. It depends on who's where in terms of the league when we get to Lyon. But it'll either be Lyon and Barcelona or Marseille and Barcelona in tomorrow's episode. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of really wonderful good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 15. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.